friends, welcome to the Lori Lulu Crochet Podcast, episode 44. My name is Lori. I live in the Chicago suburbs with my husband Ryan and our two cats, Dixie and Daisy. And I love to crochet and I love to knit. And you can find all that crochet goodness on my social media accounts, which are linked down below, including my blog, which will have the show notes for everything that I talk about here today. So patterns, yarns, all that will be found on my blog. So I just want to say welcome to any new viewers and returning viewers. Hello again. So if you just want to grab something to drink, tea, coffee, soda, pop, whatever you want. Grab your project. I've got some things to show you. Alright. But first, I wanted to talk about a couple things. So today is Thursday, September 24th. I've decided that Thursdays right now really work. We'll see once it gets later in the year and it gets darker earlier, how that'll work. Basically, I like doing it on Thursday, so then I can get it edited and edited and uploaded, and not have the pressure of getting it done real quick before we have to record Ryan's sermon on Sunday night. So for those of you who are new, my husband is a pastor of a church, and because of the pandemic we started doing things online, but now that we're meeting in person, we are still recording things just in case somebody can't make it. You can still hear the sermon. Or if you're not even in our area, if you're not in the Chicago area, you can still watch his sermon. I'll have a link to that down below if you want it. And just so you know, if you're ever watching a video, just know that a sermon of his, just know that I'm behind the camera knitting. That's usually what I'm doing. Although this last time I had a really bad tickle in my throat, and I'm trying to cough and not cough. You know how that goes? So when we had a little break, I was like, he's like, were you trying not to? I'm like, yes, I was trying very hard. Anyway. So other things, sad note, I just can't believe that Ruth Bader Ginsburg is gone. Friday night I had gone shopping because I had a coupon that was expiring, so it's like I need to go take care of this. And I get home and Ryan's like, did you get my phone call? No, I didn't see that you called. Have you been on Facebook? No, I was shopping and I was driving. It's like, oh, good. I wanted to be the one to tell you. And that's when he told me that RBG had passed away. And I was like, oh. She's one that'll be truly missed. She already is. So yeah, for the new people, I actually designed a shawl. It's the Supreme Court shawl. It is in honor of her because she inspired me. So, I'm trying to think what else do I want to talk about. Oh, I want to talk about my history bake. So, podcast I love to listen to is called The History Chicks, and it's two women and they talk about women of history, and they only talk about women who have passed away. So soon they may do one on Ruth Bader Ginsburg. That'd be cool. But it won't be for a long time. Anyway, since I'm a huge fan, I'm a part of their Facebook group. They call it The Lounge. And during quarantine, when everybody was showing off their baking on the lounge, one of the ladies was like, hey, let's try to do a theme a week. Well, okay. I'm not a baker. I don't really like baking, so I was like, well, you all can do that. That's fine. I don't care. So each week she would assign a subject that the History Chicks have covered. So Marie Antoinette. So that week you would have to bake something that Marie Antoinette would have eaten. And it's so interesting to see, like, now it's called the Sunday Bake Parade, where people are posting everything that they've made and why they picked what they did, and it's just fascinating to me. But 2 weeks ago, they did Jane Addams, who is like the mother of social work. She founded the Hull House, which is in Chicago. And I'm like, fellow Chicago woman, I gotta do something for her. What can I do? And I immediately thought of deep dish pizza. That's all I think about when I think of Chicago food. Or Italian beef sandwiches. Like, I was like, oh, I don't know. So I did some research. And did you know that brownies were invented in Chicago in 1893 for the Chicago World's Columbian Exposition? So yeah, and I'm like, brownies, I can do. Now mine went from a box, and I didn't put the original apricot glaze on top, or walnuts, because I don't really like nuts. So yeah, I was like, brownies, here we go. Here's my here's my bake parade item. So anyway, I'll put a picture of my brownies that I oh, and I'd done a keto pizza casserole. So I call that my deep dish pizza. I'll put a picture of those in for you. Finished bakes, how about that? I will definitely not be challenging Clarissa Beth from Crochet Cakes on baking. She's got that corner all to herself. Anyway, so shall we start with some finished objects? I have 4. The first one is in a separate video, which I will put in here. Okay, so the most important finished object I have to show you is a birthday present for my niece, my little lamb. I'll just show you, and then we'll go through the details. Ready? Look how cute! Oh my goodness. So, this is the Ballerina Bunny. The pattern is by the Friendly Red Fox. I love all of her amigurumi patterns. They're very well written, very easy to understand, and they're just so cute. I just love them. Anyway, so here we go. As usual, the yarn that I used was Hobby Lobby I Love This Yarn, because it's a very soft yarn, and I know it'll last. Again, safety eyes here, some little flowers here. So earlier this year I did a ballerina bear for my niece. This is for her older sister, so they will have sort of matching dolls. Stuffed animals. Anyway, but yeah, so here's the bunny. Sorry for the lighting. This color is mixed berry, this is light gray, and this is paint party. So I did, the dresses are like, the bear had a purple dress with this, so their dresses are similar. They both have the fun paint party flowers on their head. The eyes, the safety eyes, I did brown for my little lamb because she has brown eyes. My little chick, she has blue eyes, so I put blue eyes on her bear. Anyway, that's the reasoning why I chose the colors that I did. Anyway, so here she is. Yeah, I love how she turned out. So cute, so cute. So, finished object number 2 is one that I promised would be done this time, and it is my Laguna socks. Of course, it's all packed away here in this bag. Alright, so the yarn that I used is the Lemonade Shop. It's on her Simple Sock base, and the colorway is called Laguna. Simple Sock base is 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon. And it was living in this Vera Bradley makeup bag because I do my socks 2 at a time and the cakes sit nicely in this flat bottom. So yeah, are you ready? Oh, let me show you the yarn first. Forget that. Okay. And of course, the lighting is... But anyway. But it's purples, blues, and pinks with some white and black speckles. And so here they are. Ta-da! Oh my goodness, I love these. I love how these turned out so much. So the pattern that I use is the Basic Toe Up Socks by Wendy Pronger Geckner. Hi Wendy! So on this I've just followed her pattern, including the heel pattern for that one. I didn't do anything special. So yeah, it's just my normal sock. Here you can really see how this one is darker than this one. That's just how the yarn unwound. So anyway, so that is make number 8 from my make 9 2020. I am almost done. And there's sirens. Hope everything's okay. Finish object number 2. It's living in my Ravenclaw bag. Of course, we have to have a Hermione quote. When in doubt, go to the library, because that's what a Ravenclaw would do. Living in this is my Empower bandana. I'll put it in the show notes. There'll be a link to the empowerpeople.com. Explains their reasons for why they designed these bandanas. So there's several bandanas that you can pick from. There's knit, crochet, Tunisian crochet. There's a sewing one. I think that's everything. The yarn that I used, I don't have the ball band for it. It is Cascade Heritage Wave in the colorway Nightshade. And I held it double because the yarn, or the pattern called for DK weight yarn. And the Heritage Wave is fingering weight. Anyway, I used every bit of that left over up. And I wasn't finished. So I lost at Yarn Chicken for this one. Thankfully, I happen to have purple just laying around that I can use. So I added some loops and thread wool-like in the purple. You can definitely see where I added it. Here. There's my finished bandana. Doo-doo. So yeah, look at those pretty purples. And it's, like I said, it was a gradient yarn. So when it's seamed, you can really see the difference in the color. And then of course, I can't do everything by the pattern. I have to change things up, right? So I added some Tunisian crochet where the wool-like is. I tried to kind of fade it in, but I really just ran out of this yarn. Oh, anyway. So yeah. This is what it looks like on. Let's stand up for you. There you go. Ah, I love it. It's such a pretty shade of purple too. I love purple. Anyway, so that's ready for me to wear when I go vote. Which early voting has started already. So anyway, yeah, there was a line out the door at the county clerk's office in Kankakee. I was like, whoa. On my way to work, I saw that line. Oh, it's voting. That's what they're doing. So, that's all ready to go. Finished object number 3. It's one that I was surprised that I kind of thought it'd be done, but like, yeah, I'm glad this is done. It is called, I'm calling it my Castaway Key Cowl. It is living in my Disney cruise, made by me bag. Blah, 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 blah. Words, Lori, words. And I put this cute little button on here from Up. It says, "Adventure is out there," which our cruise was definitely an adventure. One that we want to repeat. Anyway, so yeah, so I named it the Castaway Key because the picture from the ball band looked like this, which reminded me of the beaches at Castaway Key. So the yarn that I used is Karen Pantone Bamboo, and it is in the colorway, oh, that's indigo, because I bought another color to go with it just in case I didn't have enough to make the cowl as big as I wanted. Indigo, or Bouncing Blues, is the colorway that I used. Percentage is, there we are, 60% acrylic, 20% nylon, 20% viscose from bamboo. Yeah, I bought the indigo, which is this nice dark blue, just in case the cowl wasn't going to be as big and as fluffy as I wanted. Oh no, there's no problem with that. So last time I showed you, I was about halfway through the second color, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So I finished all 5 colors. See, ta-da! See, it's very tall. It's very tall. So yeah, here's where I was last time. I have my lovely Bahamas Progress Keeper there. And so then we just have, doesn't it look like the beach? Oh yeah, I love it. So I put this on, let me show you. Ugh. See, isn't it lovely? Anyway, so yeah, this will definitely be a nice big cozy cowl. And then the memories from my cruise will keep me warm in these nasty Chicago winter. So excited. So yeah, and this will be nice underneath my coat. Yep. And I just love this green and this blue together. I thought it was really pretty. Anyway, alright, I've got to try to get this off now. Whew. Let me fix the hair here. Okay. So that is all the crochet knitted finished objects. I did dye some more yarn because I can't help myself. I just love playing with color. Well, I have some friends who are wanting me to teach them how to dye yarn, which we're going to do Saturday. And so I was like, well, there was something I wanted to try, but I was like, I don't want to try on a big skein of yarn. Just want to try it on a little bit on mini skeins. So I was at Hobby Lobby and I happened to see, it's on clearance, there's a skein of Patton's Crochet sock yarn, and it was like, it was a bare color. I forget what it's called. I don't know where the ball band is. So anyway, so I split it in half. So it's, yeah, because it's a 50 gram, it started off as a 50 gram ball, so I split it into 25. So I have this lovely dark purple, although when I first did it, it came out hot pink. What? That's not what I wanted. So this has been dyed twice, trying to get the color that I wanted. And it's still not as dark as I want, but it's a nice, pretty tonal. So it'll still work for what I need. And then I have this one, which is showing up like dark brown. Was pretty much what it is here in real life. I wanted it to be black, yeah. And when I finished, the first time I dyed it, it was dark purple. It's like, well, that's what I wanted the other one to be. So anyway, so I tried it again. I tried dyeing again. And I did add some blue, which you can kind of see there. But yeah. Not quite what I was going for, but these will be heels, toes, and cuffs. Or maybe just even heels and toes. Nobody will really see it. So, it'll work. It'll work for now. So that's all finished objects. So for my makes in progress, I have 3 that I'm going to show you. Oh, I do have some finished objects, but they're Christmas presents. I can't show you because they're a secret. Anyway. Okay, that's better. The first make in progress I wanted to show you is my blurred line sweater, which is a pattern by Deanne Ramsey from Addie Day Designs. It is a fingering weight sweater. Yes, a fingering weight sweater. I started this in January, and I really should have gotten a lot more done during quarantine, but I didn't because I got frustrated, and the sweater went in timeout for a couple months. So anyway, I have finished the body, and I am 3/4 of the way done with the sleeve. Oh, of course, everything. The working yarn is wrapped all around. Anyway, so the yarns I'm using is Loops and Thread wool-like yarn. It's no longer even living in a bag, it just lives on my couch. And so when I have time at home, I work on it. The colors are navy, and then purple, of course, and then gray, because purple and gray are like my favorite combo. And of course you can totally see where I introduced the new colors. Anyway, so here's the sleeve. Ta-da! So yeah, I've started, oh, and I'm pulling stitches out. Lovely. Lovely. Anyway. So yeah, I think I have about 3 more inches to go, and then I'll start the cuff. Or maybe 4 inches. I don't know. I'd have to check again. Let's fix this real quick. So anyway, so yeah, I'm excited to get this done. That'll be fun. The next one should be done soon. Oh yes, there's more sirens. Gotta love it. These are, I'm calling these my Wakanda Forever socks, because the purple in it kind of reminds me of the color purple when Black Panther dies, and then he's on the ancestral plane with his father and his ancestors. Anyway, that purple is just a vibrant purple, and I love it. So the purple in these socks kind of remind me of that. They are living in my Wonder Woman bag, because, you know, she's awesome. So the yarn is ND Yarns. So ND is on their ND sock base, which is an 80-20 blend. And the colorway is a colorway unique to my local yarn shop, Llama Llama Ding Dong. And it's called Yaks Socks, which is, excuse me, Yaks is one of the owners of Llama Llama Ding Dong. Anyway, so this week I finished the foot, I did both heels, and now I'm going up the leg. Oh, let me get everything right. Okay, so here we are. Ta-da! So here's where I was last time. It has a cute lion, pink lion, progress keeper. So I was here, and I've gone all the way up, and I have heels. I have heels. So I tried to do a little stripe, which you can see it here on the screen, but in real life it's kind of hard to see it. This nice little stripe that I did, that's the same. Just wanted to try something different. But anyway, so of course that purple right there is like the same color. Anyway, so that's what the knitting that I've been doing. This is my last project for my Make 9 2020. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Like, it'd be awesome if I can get it done before Wednesday. Is Wednesday the last day of September? Get them all done before September. Okay. And the last one, making progress, I wanted to show you. Last time I talked about my parents' new little puppy, Tulip, and Mom was like, she hates being cold, so she needs sweaters. Okay, so I'm working on a sweater for her, and this is what I've got so far. There's the holes for her legs, but I keep looking at this and it's like, I think it's too big. Because she's so tiny. She's such a tiny dog. So I don't know. I think I may just put this on hold until I see her. And then I can figure it out for sure. Make sure it's going to fit her. So the yarn I'm using is Hobby Lobby. I love this yarn in red. And then I'm doing, it's called the Basic Dog Sweater by Maria's Blue Crayon. It's not really a pattern, it's just like you need to measure this and you need to measure this, and then but there was one measurement I forgot to get, and so that's why I'm like, I don't know if this is gonna fit, but anyway, this should fit fine. Her little head can go through here. Anyway, and when this one is done, I have an applique to iron on, which I'm hoping I can iron on. If you guys have any tips for ironing on things onto acrylic, greatly appreciate that, because I don't want to burn the whole sweater, just the part where the applique is going. Anyway, it's a Wonder Woman applique, because all girls need Wonder Woman. Yep. So those are all my makes in progress. Because I finished my Castaway cowl, I'm going to be starting another cowl. It's a Christmas present for a friend of mine. It's using this lovely yarn, which of course you can't really see it very well. It's from Attic Spin Dye. It is the Rainbow Zebra EDS Awareness colorway. Because my friend has EDS, which is Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. I have two friends that have this. It's really weird, and they both found out after being in a car accident, which is weird. Anyway, I don't have a lot of this left, so I'm going to pair it with some loops and thread, wool-like yarn in the colorway red, which I had in my stash. So yeah. I'm going to be doing the One Skein Wonder Cowl by Bella's Custom Crochets. And then, yeah, so that's for Christmas for my friend. And then, I did buy a pattern the other day. This is by Carissa Browning, who did the Wonder Woman shawl that a lot of people did a few years ago. She recently just released this cowl, and with the timing is just insane. But she made, it's called the Descent cowl, and it's made to look like the collar that Ruth Bader Ginsburg wore when she would dissent against a court decision. So yeah, I think it was really cool. I don't know if I'd ever wear it. I especially didn't like the colors she picked, but it's just colors. I can fix that. But yeah, mostly I just want to make it just so I can say I made it. But right now, I think until November 3rd, you can buy this pattern, and all proceeds will go to the ACLU. And so far, she has raised $20,000 for the ACLU. Just selling this pattern. It's $5. I'm like, well, I think all her patterns. I'm not sure. I'll have to double check on that. But anyway. One last thing I wanted to share with you before I let you go. I can see the time ticking down here, like, oh, let me get this done. I have a notebook that I keep all my projects in, so I can keep track of like when I started it, what yarns I used, all that. Just a little log so I know. And my notebook is filling up. I should finish it this year. So I needed to get a new one. And this is what I found, which is Stitch from Lilo and Stitch, which, since getting Disney Plus, like, I've gotten reacquainted with this movie, and it's like, when I'm sad, it's like, let's just play Lilo and Stitch, because, I don't know, I've just really connected with that right now. Anyway, so I figured, what better to log all my stitches in than in a Stitch notebook. So yeah, on the top it has little tabs, so you have scrump, and then, so yeah, here's the pages. Oh, so yeah, the tabs actually have cool little things. We have scrump in the corner, and stitch in the other. I thought it was cute. Cute idea. Just made myself crack up. Okay, so I think that's everything. And I'll see you again when I see you. 2 weeks or who knows when. Anyway, hope you have a great day and have fun with your crafting. And I'll see you later. God bless. Bye.